The Chicago Bulls take on one of their former players in Jimmy Butler and his new team, the Golden State Warriors. How will Jimmy fit with Steph and Dre? I guess we're going to find out today. And how will the new look Bulls, as their new players, some of those new players, are going to be available tonight, as well as Dalen Terry and makes his return back to the court if he even cracks the rotation. We're going to talk about it all and more, but you know what we got to do first.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, hosted by Haize, your number one spot for all things Chicago Bulls.
What's going on, my Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host, Sir Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, let's go ahead and get into it for tonight, y'all. And the Bulls got the Golden State Warriors coming in town today. The Bulls have not been a really good team at home. They're 10-16 at home so far on this season. Will they be able to take care of business against the Golden State Warriors? That is the question that we have here, right? Here's the thing. I have no idea. We don't even know what this team exactly is going to look like. We don't know how this team is going to adapt. I know we've had 2 games without Zach LaVine so far, but that was before we really incorporated any of the new players that we got to the team, as well as we were missing players that had been on the team, of course, missing some time. We do know that Lonzo Ball is going to be out regardless, so there is that aspect of it. I guess we'll just see what's going to happen with this Bulls team tonight. It should be a fun game to watch, right? Lonzo Ball, THT, and Dalen Terry were listed as questionable initially. Terry and Taylor Horton-Tucker are both available tonight. Lonzo Ball is not, so we're going to see what happens tonight. Good to see how the Bulls take care of business today. Jimmy Butler's going to be out to make a point, not because he's facing the Bulls, but I think going to this new team in the Golden State Warriors, going to a team with vets that are trying to do something, Jimmy Butler's going to try to prove what he can do. And I would not be surprised at all if we see a period in time in which maybe Steph and Dre kind of try to empower Jimmy Butler and see what he can do, right? Just to kind of ingratiate him to that team. So we'll see what ultimately is going to come down with it. But I think it's going to be a fun game to watch. Fun game to watch overall. As you know, a lot of the Bulls games have been. I think even the last game was fun to watch for the Chicago Bulls. Can't wait to see what the starting lineup is, right? Does Manas Busila stay in the starting lineup with Lonzo still out? Are there any other changes to the starting lineup as well? That's something we're going to look at and see what can change and happen for this team tonight, and we'll see. Now Jimmy is out of Miami. He's going to come out with a point to prove facts, 100%. 100%. Bro, this Jimmy Glaze is so damn annoying. I don't give a fuck. They ain't accomplishing nothing, bro. Jimmy is washed and trash. Jimmy is not washed. I'm sorry. He's not washed. Jimmy Butler is not washed. Now, he's starting to be on a decline, but he's not washed. That's just asinine. And, you know, Jimmy is one of those players that tries to play to prove a point. Jimmy's not washed. The Warriors ain't achieving shit, and I don't like Jimmy. I'm just saying he's going to come out with a point to prove. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Giddy legacy game coming up. Y'all listen, you know, I love everybody, right? But y'all got to stop trying to glaze Josh Giddey. Like, Josh Giddey is a fine point guard, make no mistake about it. And he can have really, really good games. And I'm not even saying you, Brock, you're a very reasonable person, but like the people that are like, everything the Bulls do should be built around Josh Giddey. Like, come on. Like, the fact, I hope that I'm never so much a fan of anything in my life where I lose objectivity. Like, and that goes for everybody. That goes for some of the people as well, with even Kobe. Some of the people even with back with DeMar, Zach, like, never lose objectivity, because like there's one guy, what was the Reality A1, I think is his name, where he tries to use a different stat and never knows how to properly use it. He'll use per 36, compare that to another player's standard numbers, and then try to make it seem like Josh Giddey's better. He'll literally point and be like, well, Josh Giddey's assist rate is such and such, such and such. And it's just like, it's okay. I know that we live in a world where everybody got to feel like their opinions have to be black or white, but it's perfect. And again, this isn't towards Brock, but it's perfectly okay to say, hey, I think Josh Giddey can do X, Y, Z. He needs to be able to improve on this. He doesn't do this well. Anybody, and again, this is about Kobe, this any player, I don't give a damn who, I don't give a damn if it's Michael Jordan. If you can't objectively talk about, as much as you want to try to make everything is not sunshine and rainbows in life. There's no player, none, not even LeBron, not even MJ, not even Kobe, where every aspect of the game was perfect. So do you think anybody less than those guys are perfect? If you think that, you're stupid. I'm sorry, I hate to say it. You're stupid. You're just stupid. You're dumb. You're just dumb. Stop the glazing, man. Like literally, hyperbole in sports there's no point of it. There are so many stats, analytics, and actually things that are tracked that you don't have to use hyperbole in sports. If you try to use hyperbole in sports, you're stupid. I'm just letting you know right now. I don't care if you're my mama. If you try to use hyperbole in sports, you're stupid, and you don't need to talk about sports. I'm just being 100% honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to glaze it. Y'all stop with the stupid shit. Everybody here is too damn smart to be using such goddamn stupidity when you try to have these conversations. You know how many conversations I see between y'all arguing in the comment section? And it's all because it's not even because anybody's actually trying to make a point. It's because they're trying to have a glaze fest. Stop trying to outglaze each other. Like, stop trying to do that. No, my guy is actually they're better because of this. Well, this guy's better because of that. Did you know he had 10 assists when he was 6 years old? Well, my guy scored 22 points when he was 8. What? Shut the fuck up. Stop trying to outglaze each other. Where there's a spot for a serious basketball conversation. Stop trying to outglaze each other. It's weird, yo. It's really weird. It's really strange. It's really strange. I've never seen so many people try to talk about basketball and seemingly not understand it at the same time they're trying to talk about it. It really doesn't make any damn sense. It's really idiotic and stupid. It's really dumb. It's really dumb. Hey, you need to worry about why the fact that you don't glaze your scalp and braids and your eyebrows look dry, Lloyd. Like, ask yourself that. Why do you got dry eyebrows? Why do you have halitosis of the eyebrow? That's not even a thing, but we had to invent it for you. My boy got plaque psoriasis in his teeth. Like, what are we doing here, bro? What are we doing here? Like, come on, man. What are we doing, bro? Shit, I'm a Giddy fan, but you don't build around him, build with. Absolutely. Anyone who thinks the Bulls should build around Giddy is effing stupid. Man, listen. I'm just like, hey, bro, what are we doing here, fam? What are we really doing, man? Like, y'all gotta chill, bro. Y'all gotta really chill. Like, I don't understand it, bro. Pretty sure half the sarcasm glazing comes from people who hate him. No, listen. Nope, we're not even gonna let that go by. There's definitely people who are fans that do glazing. It's silly. It's stupid, bro. Glazing has gotten to a brand new level, even in the NFL. The amount of milking on, first of all, the fact that you graduated in the same comment from glazing to milking a grown ass man is wild, but accurate. I'm not saying you're not accurate, Josh, but that's wild. That's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. AK just used positive PF from Tim Connolly. And of course, Michael Reinsdorf fell for it, and he should be fired. Nothing will ever change unless we get lucky. AK don't got with the Werenthal to see the future. Hey, listen, I can't even argue with you on that one. I can't even argue with you on that. Hey, my son dropped 30 in grad final and had the opposition fighting amongst each other on who was going to guard him. The Bulls should build around him. Facts. Big facts. Big facts on that one. First of all, shout out to you. Don't let me get the line. Was it a broken leg? I can't remember what. I know your son had an injury towards the end, but shout out to him for having a successful return and recovery. What's the word, Haize? Hope all is well. These rotations are going to be really interesting. I hope Mata stays in the starting lineup. Hey, listen, I mean, as long as he keeps playing and you know, development is, I know AK said the thing about making the playoffs or whatever, but development should really be the focus here. And I think we're going to see that tonight. Like with basically everybody being back, we'll see how focused everybody really is on development, man. It feels like some people hold expectations that are unreal. Oh, that's a fact. That's a big fact. This is why I really listen. People will tell you my first 2 years on the platform, I was in the comment section heavy. The reason why I don't comment, except for certain people, I'll comment on Winton, I'll comment on Troy sometimes, I'll comment on Melvin when he does comment, Eco Bean, ATS because I just like trolling him. It's all fun. But like I don't even leave comments to everybody's stuff sometimes because I be wanting to interact, but I know the moment I say, see, people be wanting to talk from the glaze. I be wanting to talk from objective. I'm a stat-based guy, right? Not even stats, analytic-based guy, right? Most of my takes are rooted in something analytical based, right? Like when I talk about Josh Giddey, the positives, he's one of the best shot creators for his teammates in the NBA, period, in the 91st percentile as far as generating open shots for his teammates. Great guard. I was in the comment section with somebody earlier today, and they were like, oh, Josh Giddey, the only reason he's a good rebounder is because Vooch is a weak rebounder. I'm like, Vooch is top 10 in rebounds every year of his career. And Josh Giddey's been good no matter who or what level he's rebounded at as a rebounder. And I be wanting to talk about real stuff. People be wanting to talk about feelings. Facts over feelings every day long. That's something that I live by. Facts over feelings. Especially when you get feelings wrapped up in sports. Like I said, there is so much objective fact that we got out there at our fingertips. Do you know how our parents used to have to go and get stats? They used to have to look at the back of a newspaper and look at box scores. Do you know what we got? We got dunks and threes. We got pivot fade. We got what's the other one that I use all the time? Cleaning the glass, right? Basketball reference. We got so much stuff at our fingertips, but yet not everybody, so many people want to talk from the glaze. It's like, hey, pop the balls out of your mouth and go and actually research some of the stuff you want to talk about. It's free. A lot of this stuff is free. Broken arm. Okay, that's what it was. Peace, Brother Haize. I appreciate your level thinking. For me, it's more like from the beginning of the AK era, this team was never seen balanced. Oh, yeah, 100% fact, Luxus. 100% fact. We've never had a balanced roster. Never. We've never had it. So you're absolutely right on that one. Hello, I don't even mean it like that. Don't look at me differently, Haize. I'm not like Bulls for life. When he asks you when you filmed a flick a few weeks, that's crazy. I forgot I was asked that. My brain blocked that out until you just brought it up. Thank you for bringing up trauma for me, brother. Appreciate you, Haize, for at least keeping us in positive spirits because this trash ass team doesn't. That's my job here, bro. That's my job here, man. I'm not the biggest Joe Cali fan, but at least he doesn't ask all these softball. Listen, I'm not the biggest Joe Cali guy at all. I don't care for Joe Cali. I think Joe Cali's articles are a hack. I think sometimes Joe Cali writes stuff for shock rather than actual like content purposes, but I will give him credit. Literally, from media day until this whole season, that when he's actually there asking questions live, he's been asking the tough questions. And he also doesn't let AK back out. Like, specifically, it didn't really happen the other day after the trade deadline, but I remember at media day, Joe Cali asked a question and AK threw one of those softball answers, and Joe Cali was like, hold on, wait a second. But that doesn't really, like, he was not backing down. And we need more people like that for sure. More people like that. Some dude just said P. Will needs to develop. It is what it is. P. Will, he's in his role player and an average one at that. I hope he gets better, but not a big deal anymore since we have Modest. I mean, that's what happens every year. What I've always said about P. Will, every year that goes by, your ceiling drops, right? Your potential ceiling drops and drops and drops, right? Now, hopefully for some people, even if their ceiling drops, their floor raises. So you kind of start knowing who they're going to be as a player. And P. Will is who P. Will is until further notice, right? And I'm not somebody who's going to say he can't possibly get better, but the chances of him drastically improving decrease every year that goes by. Just every year that goes by. So, first of all, see, here we go again. You know why he doesn't average? And first of all, he don't averages. Where have you got as much respect for the English language as your loctician does for having you out here looking like that with those dry ass dreads? Because first of all, like proper English, like stop assaulting the English language. It's bad enough we got to look at you when you leave a comment. Now you assaulting the English language, my boy. But the reason why Josh Giddey doesn't average more assists like he did on other teams is because he's always playing with another point guard, sometimes two. Now, that's a benefit to the Bulls offense because they have so many people that can operate and move the ball around. But even though I'm not the biggest Josh Giddey guy, I can objectively tell you Josh Giddey would easily average 10 assists 10 assists per game on this team if he was the only if he was the only starting point guard and then he had another point guard backing him up. But because he's always playing with one, sometimes two other point guards on the court with him, naturally, the benefit of that is you're going to spread the ball out and operate your offense from having multiple point of attacks. It's so simple. Haize, if the Bulls go 25-5, Jeremy, come on, 25-5, bro. What? Lay off the fentanyl, bro. Like between Cialis and fentanyl, you got to balance it out, my boy. You got to stop. You can't OD on fentanyl and Cialis at the same time, Jeremy. Get it together, my boy. Get it together, bro. What are we doing? 25-5. Come on, bro. Haize trying to clean up the show, and some Bulls fans are just idiots. Would you be rude not to roast them? Listen, but I'm not cursing them out. See, this is the thing. I'm always going to be me. Now, I'm not going to talk all of a sudden about your mamas and everything no more. I'm trying to clean that part up. But if you say some stupid shit, I'm still going to get you. I'm still going to get you. Right now, that's all I'm concerned about is developing these young guys. Not looking for wins, just looking towards the future. We got a lot of talented players for real. We just got to push them. Everybody in the NBA is talented to a degree, right? So, it is what it is. Like we got to see if we can start developing people for sure. On a real note, I think we'll be cooked tonight. Modest will have a good game, but Steph and Jimmy going to bounce around the Bulls. Hey, listen, I thought you said balls at the end of that, so I was a little bit concerned about where you were going with that comment, but I'm glad that you actually ended it in the way that you did. I mean, listen, I've said this many times about the Bulls, and this is never going to change with this version of the team. They can beat anyone any given night. They can get destroyed by anyone any given night. That just is what it is. There's no way around that. That just is who this team is. So, unfortunately, hopefully something changes at some point for this team. I'm 100% certain that Haize will do much better job as the Bulls GM than AK. Keep on, Haize. Listen, I don't have the patience. I really don't have a patience for it. I couldn't be, because listen, the moment I call somebody and they lowball me on an offer and somebody is like, hey, yeah, we want Modest Bucilis, but we're going to offer you 2 seconds and a cheeseburger. I'd literally look Pat Riley in his face and say, you old fucker. What the hell is wrong with you? How dare you call my phone on this dumb? Call me back when you're trying to do some actual business. And by the way, your wife is ugly. So I'm not ready to be a GM. I'm not ready to be a GM. I can't do it. I can't do it. Yo, what up, Haize? On Matt Peck and Big Dave, they lost in their stream there. Vern, hold on. Wait a second. Vern, why every time you come in here, you talking about what somebody else said? Every time you come in here nowadays, you talking about what Matt then said, what Jamal. I don't give a listen. And let me be clear. This is not against them. I love Matt Peck. Big Dave is the realest person in all of the Bulls community. And Jamal is just a smart motherfucker. So this isn't against them. But I'm going to tell you, I don't give a fuck. I don't care what they said. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Everybody right now has their own opinion. Bulls Nation right now is in dire straits. Everybody's emotional. Everybody is heightened, myself included. I don't care what no other podcaster said for the rest of the season. I don't give a shit. Don't come. Listen, unless they're on the show, I don't care what they said on their show. I don't give a damn if they said that they caught AK doing cocaine in the back of his truck at the United Center. I don't care. Vern, I want to hear how you feel. I don't want to hear how big. I don't want you to hear you regurgitate what Matt Peck and Big Dave feel. I want to hear what you feel. I give the floor to y'all to know how y'all feel. I don't care about how Matt Peck and Big Dave feel. Not because what they feel isn't valid, not because they're not amazing content creators, but because I open up the floor to hear from y'all. I don't open up the floor for you to come and tell me what somebody else said. I heard it. I listen to them every single day. I want to know how you feel, Vern. That's what I want to know. Tell me what your take is. Don't use the space, the opportunity, and the platform to say what somebody else done said. Tell me what you feel, brother. You smart. You watch this team every single day. I want to know how you feel. That's what I want to know. Listen, Ricky O'Donnell's crazy. Joe Cowley's crazy. Matt Peck, my Bulls hurt my boy. Look what they did to my boy. Big Dave is he's cheery as hell, but he's upset. Will Gottlieb is trying to hold on for dear life because he's the most sane one of us all. Out of all the Bulls content creators, Will Gottlieb's the most sane. He's the most centered. We all crazy. But I want to hear how y'all feel. That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing about nobody else. I listen to him every single day. Oh, now we need USGM and need all the phone calls on video. Now I'm good on that. Haize, have they disclosed the reason for Lonzo missing? It's not a back-to-back. They said illness. Illness was the reason, what they said. So it was illness. Why can't I pull up? Okay. Brother, on that. Listen, y'all, most of y'all who've been around for forever, do y'all remember the first season of this show when the Bulls only won 5 out of the last 25 games? And it started just being, hey, we just gonna have fun and we just gonna chill. I don't know how much analysis y'all gonna get from me for the rest of the season, but we gonna have fun, we gonna talk some shit, and we gonna chill. That's what we gonna chill, okay? Because listen, this season has been stressful on everybody. It's been stressful on everybody. So, it is what it is, man. I think a change of scenery for Herter is going to be a good thing. I think finishes out the season on a high note and gets an extension. Hey, I mean, listen, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'm all about performance-based extensions, right? So if Kevin Herter comes in here and balls out, I'm not mad at giving him extension. I'm just not. So, it is what it is when it comes down to that. The Bulls training staff hopefully develop these young studs correctly. Let's hope so. I want to see Modest P. Will and Collins out there with Giddey and Io for a few minutes. Why? Why? He probably flew into Chicago and caught a cold with this crazy weather. I want more analysis on AK's whereabouts out of the back of the United Center. Listen. Yep, I remember that great time. Hey, listen, that was a time. Like, that's when y'all think I'm on demon time now. Y'all didn't want to see first season of Chicago Bulls Central Haize when we won 5 out of 25 games. You listen, I was calling people. That's when the phone call started. I remember I called Zach LaVine's baby. Y'all remember Goo Goo Gaga, your daddy's a bitch. Y'all remember when I said that? That's hilarious, man. We've evolved a lot from then. We've evolved a lot. Yo, Haize, you seen what the Mavs did, giving the fans fire Nico shirts? Wish the Bulls would do that with AK. Listen, you got to have fun with it. And Nico was probably one of the people that decided to do that. You just got to have fun with it. Zach Collins seems like the kind of dude that got some tight drip. Bro, listen, I'm highly uncomfortable by using tight and drip in the same sentence. I need you to break that up. I'm highly uncomfortable. We're using tight and drip in the same sentence. Because you say that the moment, like the first thing I start thinking is yeast infection. Like I'm very uncomfortable. You made me very, very uncomfortable. When Washington says we need the Lieutenant Dang type player again, and the guy that can create off the dribble and get his own shot. I had a joke for that, but I'm just going to chill. AK must be out his rabbit ass mind if he thinks we can reach the play-in or reach the playoffs. First of all, what the F you smoking? The squad ain't nowhere close to being a dang playoff contender. Hey, man, listen. That's crazy. Zach's hey, listen, that was crazy. I need that jacket, Haize. I don't even know if they still sell this jacket. This is a pro standard jacket. I think this is a pro standard jacket. Yeah, pro standard. It's pro. Let's see if they still got it. Hold on. If they got it, I'll get you guys the link. Chi-Town jacket. Yeah, they don't look. They have a new edition of it this year that's not nearly as good. So it doesn't look like they sell. That's the thing I hate about Pro Standard is that when they sell out of something, you may never get it back again. There was a Bears jacket that I wanted from them, and I was literally like, all right, I'm going to get it. Wait, it was last year, and it's never gone back in stock. So there's that. Tight drip, glazing and milking. What a stream. That's crazy, man. What's going on? Oh, shit. Why does the chat why is it refreshing on me now of all times? It's not even that many people commenting in here. What up, FK? Glad to have you in the building, brother. I forgot about Zach Levine, baby call diabolical. Yeah, that was me at my most demon time. I'm not even going to front of y'all. I look back at that, and I you know what I think I did? I think I took that video down, not to lie to you, because I went back like a year after posting it. It wasn't immediately. It was like a year after, and I was like, yeah, I was wilding on that one. I was wilding on that. I think I took that one down because yeah, that was a little wild. That one was a little wild. He's just saying that to keep the integrity of the game so the NBA doesn't come looking at anybody fishy going on if they do decide to sit guys. Agreed. Haize, don't start with that BS, bro. You know we need that dang type player. Dang. First of all, spell the man's name right, bro. First, spell the man's name right. If you're gonna say we need that type of player, Edwin, spell his name right. Because you're that's a different dang that had that spelling of their name. What was his spell his name right, bro? Don't come in here shaying it up. Don't come in here and do the shay. If you're gonna make a point, spell a man's name right. What's up, son? Alanito. No, that man receiving death threats from the mass front office scare for him and its banner truck riding around with his face on it. Then we need to invest in something like that. Hey, listen, Dallas is a different place. Haize looking on pro standard and likely about to find something he's going to put in the cart. No, I still got to get that other jacket that I told y'all about the other day. I haven't gotten it yet. I hope they didn't sell out. Hold on. Let me make sure they didn't sell out. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go ahead and put in that order. Nope, they still got it. Hell, it's 50% off sale too. See, this is why you wait on shit. This is why you wait on stuff. It's in the cart. All right, let's keep it going. How come we didn't let Vooch get a buyout? Because he has a whole season left on his contract after this. Usually when players are bought out, it's when they're in the last year of their deal, brother. Not when they have a whole extra season, because then you're going to have to buy out that extra season as well. How do you fit all that in your closet, bro? I don't. I got a whole wardrobe down in the basement. So, you know, it is what it is. Damn, this guy cooking tonight. Damn, bro, smoke me. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, man. Yo, when can we do a raffle for one of your jackets? Never. The fuck? What do you think this is? Charity? Now, I would raffle it off as for charity, but if you're just trying to raffle off just one of my jackets for GP, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Because you tripping. If you think that's about to happen, you out your rabbit ass mind, my boy. My boy. Hold on. I had to put it in the order. I had to secure it. Secure the bag. Thoughts on getting AD getting hurt already? Listen, I said it on my Twitter. That's all I got to say, because AD is AD. Why the chat can't spell anyone's name right tonight? Dang, Levine, Herter, shit stuff. Hey, listen, bro. It is what it is, man. That's all I can say. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't, and leave the taint alone. What's up, big homie? What's up?
Okay, my phone had a warning for me about that Trisha, that it thinks that Trisha's a random. What are you doing?
I'm fixing it for you so you can talk to your auntie. There she goes. See, now tell me you're sorry.
Sorry.
All right, love you. Hey, he's got all the gear. I wish my Bulls collection was even close to that. Listen, I'm telling y'all right now, I do not suggest anybody in the world have as much Bulls gear as I have. I'm just being 100% honest with you. Just it's ridiculous. I literally probably have like just Bulls gear, not even counting Bears gear, probably 10 to 12,000. That may even be undercutting it. Like it's really ridiculous, man. Bulls will not get top 4 pick in the 2025 draft because the NBA draft is rigged. Teams that cannot attract free agents will get flagged. Well, the Bulls can't attract free agents, so I don't know how far that logic's going to go. But I mean, them getting a top 4 pick is unlikely. It wouldn't surprise anybody. I hope some of these fire sales you throw on tonight translate. OV, these guys getting the dub tonight. Listen, at this point, I don't care. It's not even about the Bulls winning and losing anymore this season. Even though I said that like 10 games into the season, right? I don't care about wins or losses no more for the rest of the year. I care about development. That's what it comes down to. I care about development. So do you think the Bulls will win the same amount of games or less as last year? There's no way in hell. They won 39 games last year. We have 30 games left. What's our record? 21, 22? 22 and 30. So 17 out of 30 games. That's an above 500 record. That's what, about a 55% win record? Hell no. Hell no. What are we talking about? Waiting for the Haize episode of Hoarders. That's crazy. You didn't say nothing to you. Oh, Zayden was talking to me? I honestly didn't even hear him. Hold on. I didn't even hear him. Hold on, y'all. Y'all gonna hear me talk to my nephew real quick. Hey, put my nephew on the phone. Zayden, what's up? Hey, Zayden. Y'all gonna hear me talk to my nephew real quick. What you doing, nephew? Chilling. For the game. Are you watching the game with Pawpaw? You know it. Yeah. All right. I love you, nephew. I love you. All right. Bye. Sorry. This is my firstborn nephew. Listen, I love my nephew. Love my nephew. One day when I'm back in California, y'all will get to see me with my nephew. Yeah, 17 dubs for 30 ain't happening, unfortunately. Agreed. Man, Portland record last 11 games is crazy. They beat some pretty good teams. Yeah, listen, it's crazy. It's crazy that the Portland Trailblazers didn't trade anybody. Like, they had Jeremy Grant, Robert Williams, DeAndre Ayton, Anthony Simons, all these players that were reportedly on the draft board, and they didn't trade anybody. Starters are out. Josh Giddey, Kobe White, Ayo Dosunmu, Modest Bucilis is getting his second start for the Chicago Bulls, and Nikola Vucevic. Love that the young rook is getting another start. Love that he's getting another start. It's always been about development for me this season, and it should have been, right? It should have been about development for everybody. But yo, hey, genuine question: why does your boy Pat hate Giddey so much? He's just not enamored by Josh Giddey. He's just not. He's not enamored by Josh Giddey. I wouldn't necessarily call it hate because it is based. It is rooted in. It's not like Pat's just rooting it in something that's not basketball related. He is actually always rooting it in basketball related stuff, but he's just not enamored with Josh Giddey. This is what it is. Mark this episode for future reference to the kids one day. That is hilarious. Sorry, got caught up by the drip. I love Ayo, but sell high at 2 first. If you think you're getting 2 first-round picks for Ayo Dosunmu, you're smoking a bag of dicks. I'm just being 100% honest with you. Ayo is great, make no mistake about it. But if you think you're getting 2 first-round picks for Ayo, you got to stop smoking dick. Like literally, just stop. Just leave it alone. Just go ahead and pop it out your mouth and stop smoking it. Step away from the dick. Stop smoking a bag of dicks. I'm just saying. I'm just being 100% honest with you, my boy. No love lost, Aaron. But if you really think that that's happening, like you're smoking something strong, you think that Portland will make the play-in and the Bulls probably get another? Well, they have to make the playoffs, not the play-in. So that means they would have to go through the play-in and win the play-in tournament for the Bulls to get the pick. So no, I don't think that that's going to happen. Don't think that's going to happen. The fact that I have to hope and wonder if Buzelis is starting is crazy, not going to lie. Welcome to the Chicago Bulls experience. There's no mystery why Josh Giddey is going to miss with a lot of people. He doesn't pass the eye test for a smooth game and natural game. I think that's a fair assessment. What are your thoughts on Giannis coming here in the offseason? It's never going to happen. What? The fuck is wrong with you? Like all jokes aside, like do y'all sit on social media all day and let it rot your brain? You really think Giannis Antetokounmpo, who's getting upset with the fact that his team can't have the success, that he's going to look at the Milwaukee Bucks and say, you know what really is the team for me? The Chicago Bulls. What's wrong with you? What's wrong? What happened? Is everything okay at home? We here having a fun stream. You got to come here. What? What's wrong with you? Come on, man. We got to do better. This is what happens when y'all don't breastfeed your children. This is what happens when you don't breastfeed your children. Brain development is important. It's really important. It's crazy. That's wild. Man. I'll getting 2 first-round picks, got told to stop eating a bag of dicks, and you thought asking about Giannis coming to Chicago was going to be better. Hey, man. What are we doing, y'all? What are we out here doing, bro? What's happening, bro? Like, this is... Y'all got it, man. It's not old full head of hair having has. Why do y'all want me to be bald? Yes, big market. We have picks, cap space. We don't have cap space. So that's the first thing. We don't have cap space this offseason. So that's the first thing. You just listen. Cameron, is that how you pronounce it? Cameron, your brain ran away. Stop it. Just stop it. Don't type nothing else. Just let it go. Just come on. What are we doing? What are the protections on that Portland pick? So the Portland pick is pretty straightforward. If they make the playoffs, we get the pick. If they don't make the playoffs, we don't get the pick. And not the play-in, the playoffs. Playoffs? They got to make the actual playoffs. So there you go on that one. Man. This stream has been an experience, man. I appreciate y'all every day for the laughs and the joy that y'all bring to my life. I really do appreciate y'all for that one. Yeah, and that's all I can say on that one. I love you guys, man. Thank you guys, man, for tuning in. Make sure you guys are following us at Bull Central Pod. You send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and or voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We're at the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related, but that's thanks to you lovely and beautiful people, man. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Love you guys. Go Bulls. See Red. Be back at halftime. Peace, y'all. That's crazy, bro.